now. Take a step outside and seize the day.
What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists, and welcome to On The Bench with Pete, the series you put on in the background as your hobby or paint along with me. And I talk about hobby stuff, life, the universe, anything else that crops up. And yeah, let's do this. The sun is shining and the birds are singing, and I know we're probably in for some crappy days ahead weather-wise, but for right here and right now, it feels a bit like summer. So get your glues, brushes, models, whatever you need, hobby, or, just sit back, relax, get your tea, coffee, whatever you need, and strap yourselves in. Let's get to the bench. Right, here we are. Glasses on. Time ago. Right. And what am I doing? I'm doing claws and toes and that of my hunter models here. My hunter Xenos. It's a bit of a shit. I started doing it, and yeah, because I was in a bit of a quandary as to what colour to do them. I always wonder what colour to do nails and things. Cliche is black, of course. Do I do them black? Do them grey? Do I do them? I thought red, but then I thought it would look a bit too cartoonish, so I decided against that. Mrs. Minnie was and said, "What are you doing? Bone colours?" I thought, yeah, I can work with that. So I'm using this Vallejo Model Air Ivory. It's an airbrush paint, so it's quite thin and good consistency as is. And yeah, so in the middle of this lockdown thing right now, yeah, so I'm still on lockdown. I'm still in isolation. I missed a couple of on the benches. That's, essentially you've caught up a couple of weeks, so I'm not quite as far ahead, although I'm still ahead. But not as far. How am I doing? I'm all right. I'm coping fine. It's difficult, obviously, for the people who aren't coping, and my heart goes out to them. By and large, people are still pretty good about it. Helping. People seem to be being more helpful, with it, which is good. Now, what I'm doing here, just doing the nails and claws and teeth in some instances. Obviously, the ones on his feet are the toughest. They're the toughest to do. But yeah. Yeah, so yeah, like I say, still got some good weather. Yeah, it's awful when it rains, and it feels a bit more like you're trapped when it's raining, I suppose. But then the sunshine tends to make a lot of people, myself included, feel good anyway. I just love the summer. Love the summer. The cutting of the grass, the smell of freshly cut mown grass, the sound of people mowing their lawns. It's a summery thing, and I'm hoping that we are in for a heatwave summer. I really am. I love the summer. And the heat. I don't like it when it gets too humid with it. Which it has a tendency to do. But that's okay. I want barbecues. That's what I want. That's what I'm craving. A summer barbecue or cookout. You know, I'd have such good fun with those. I think that's my daughter returning home. She got gas and electric, so she's going to come in any moment probably and say she's got it. They're outside. She's outside. She'll probably come in a minute. She went out for her daily exercise, so she ran around the valley and up to the shop. Is there anything you need? I said, yeah, gas and electric, please. So I'll transfer that money out to her. So I'm just doing some teeth on him here. Yeah, oh, that looks great. That looks fantastic. I've had to do his nail a bit bigger. Oh well, whatever. That's okay. I'm going to be putting a sepia wash on them later. She might come in, she might not. She's talking to my wife at the moment. That's what, if you can hear muffled talking in the background, that's what it is, because they're just literally just outside in the garden. So that's her daily going out thing. I'm happy to just stay. Well, I'm supposed to stay home, so I have been. I haven't left the house for a while, and I'm happy with that. That's because that's the type of person I am. I like that, and I cope very well with that. You know, I like my own company. I know some people can't bear their own company, but I'm very okay with my own company. Especially with an awesome game like Zombicide to keep me occupied, which I can do very well and very enjoyably solo. So yeah. 8 minutes in. I should have done the nails really before I did the rocks and the bases, but you know, I just wanted to make them look better. Got my coffee, which I'll be having in a moment. I know what I might do in a minute. Well, after I've finished here, I may phone my sister, video call, and just walk around the garden. My sister likes the sun and the garden and that kind of thing. I love these models. These models are fantastic. Cool mini or not, they've really outdone themselves with this version of Zombicide. Phenomenal. I love the models. Just love them. You know, going back a while, I was kind of worried that would my shelf of shame get me through any isolation period, and now I've got no worries because I've got nice lots of models to paint. Oh, just beautiful, man, beautiful. I'm so looking forward to doing my run through of the training mission. That's the one to get you used to the rules and so on. I'm stoked. So stoked for it. If I do go silent, I apologise. I'll be in the zone. Because when we're painting together, we are all in the zone together, so we are zoners. Ooh! Nearly dropped him on the floor. That could have been disastrous. There's nothing worse than fluff from the floor getting on to freshly applied paint. It's awful trying to get it off again. I've done some of these hunter models, different colours, and even the blues. They're actually, you can't see it on camera probably, but they're actually different colour blues. So they're instantly recognisable as the unit they are, i.e. Hunter Xenos. But they're also individual. So I am looking forward to, one thing I am looking forward to though when lockdown is over is going to Exeter. I couldn't do for my birthday, so looking forward to that. That's something to look forward to. Let's get these nails painted. Claws. Yeah, like I say, I'm gonna have a sepia wash applied anyway. Make sure I haven't missed anybody's. Oh yeah, I have missed. I was gonna say, I haven't missed anybody's teeth, and I have. That's alright, got him. Teeth, teeth, teeth. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Right. Yeah, because I want sub-elements that are the same on all of them. Looking forward to be able to do a showcase of the models for you all. I will wait until I've painted them. So it was a really cool birthday present. I'm still, when I think on it, how cool it actually was and what good timing it actually was as well. Because normally I'm not that good when it comes to timings. All that fortunate, you know. So, yeah, thankful for that. It doesn't look like my daughter's going to be coming in, so I was just saying that in case she did, because you know from past episodes she does usually when she's on her way to work. Three left, and then well, actually before I continue, I'm having some coffee. Damn it, I'm having some coffee. Oh yeah. We're going on to the tanks next. The tank, the Xenos, which is these guys here. Yeah, these were my test pieces. Greens they are going to be. Varying shades of green. Oh dear. Excuse me. I've really come on with my abomination too. Yeah, so he's really come on a long way. It's all good. Something else I got for my birthday back on. I don't know if I've shown you. Another handle. I always say to anybody, "Oh yeah, handles are good because can't get enough of them." So I got a red one. Yeah, a red painting handle. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, so very very cool. Coffee is good. This is Owl Cafe. It's like Aldi's version of Nescafe. Very nice coffee. I think I've been drinking it so long, I actually prefer this now. It's like a cheaper alternative, you know. Oh, I might need to have some heating on, just a little bit, just a little quick blast. Oh, this is. I'm in heaven, absolute heaven doing this. I just love it so much. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And because I've got all the characters and survivors to do. Then, do you know? I think the hardest part of the whole process. I'll probably talk about that in my showcase, but I'll mention it here as well. Was the washing of them all. washing and drying. Drying with a hairdryer is difficult because with the surface tension of water being as it is, because you don't want to use a hairdryer. You don't want it too hot, right? Because you will misshape the plastic, right? So you want to blow it on cold, but it just blows the little droplets of water all around the model. It's yeah, it's getting it dry, I think. And I say that the washing, because with a toothbrush, it's warm soapy water, it's back breaking. Hunched over a sink, washing, scrubbing them all with a toothbrush. It really is. I can see. I think, although I've got like a nice lot of Xenos creatures, it looks like I'm gonna need at some point more of them. Although there are rules to cope with those instances, if you don't have excuse me, enough models, because by and large it is a harder game than classic Zombicide, and those of you, if you've ever played classic Zombicide, you will know that it quickly gets overwhelming, which is the fun element of the game. To do it makes you concentrate on doing the mission or the objective at hand, rather than just going about looting and killing. You've really got to have your mindsets focused on your objectives, which is good, which is very good. I'm going to try and put some sort of narrative together for these guys, because they look great characters, and I'll use whatever bits of information I can from what's already written about them, but other than that, I guess I'll be making it up as I go. Right, back to it. And we're off. Ivory, it's a nice colour. So, yeah. So, I mean, I would say, ordinarily, let me know what you're working on. And I'd be happy, ecstatic if you do let me know what you're working on. But what I'm more concerned about right now is how you're doing. How are you? Are you well? Please tell me that you are. I hope you are. This is certainly a crazier year than normal. Yeah. Very crazy. Very crazy. I'm wondering what to call this episode. Something different, I think. So I normally kind of, the titles of the videos of these on the benches, they're usually pretty much what I'm working on, more or less. Not every time, but I know my wife's been in the garden with secateurs. Maybe I should call this episode Secateurs. For those of you that don't know what they are those little clippy things for gardening, pruning devices. Secateurs, we call them. Right, teeth. I wonder how many wargaming he's getting on, having been shut down. This is where the one-man studios, or even two-man studios, are really have a, I won't say advantage really, because there's no staff to isolate yourself from really. But I mean, if you're a two-man affair, you can coordinate from your respective homes or studios anyway. Secateurs in the garden. That's what I should call this episode. Been rationing myself a bit as well, food wise, so that's probably going to be good for my health. I had a small breakfast and I was going to break out a pot noodle, but I'd stopped myself and said to myself, no, save it for when you need it, my friend. Right, last one. And then we're on to the sepia wash. I think I'm going to do a sepia wash. That is what I'm going to do. A sepia wash. Getting to the end of these guys just in time, really, because my paint is thickening up. I know, all I've got to do is really put some more water on it, but realised I missed a bit. Yeah, these are the guys that move. They have two activations essentially, so they can move two zones. They're a bit like the runners, I suppose, from classic zombicide, but they're the hunters. I'm sure Zombicide Black Plague will have its own version of that too. But anyone that plays Black Plague, let me know what that particular version of monster or zombie is called in that. So I haven't got Black Plague. Will I get it? Who knows? Maybe one day. Maybe one day. But I'm loving this sci-fi journey so far. The Zombicide sci-fi range just blows me away. Love it. These models are just so good to paint. I remember when I first painted my classic Zombicide, looking at them all thinking, that's a lot. Nowadays I think, yeah, bring it on. And that's that. There we go. There we are. So that's the ivory all done on those bad boys. Now, starting at the back again, so what I could do, actually, I'll just take my tanks off. This is typical of what I do. Just turn it around. Back to where I was. Washes and glazes, sepia. Seraphim sepia. Seraphim sepia. There, I don't think I've got any other. Yeah, so give us a bit of a shake. Wow, 29 minutes in. So this whole lockdown thing for me seems quite normal now to me. I'm quite used to the idea. It wasn't a shock to the system for me anyway. I know I'm in the minority when it comes to that. But for all those people out there who doubted me, I told you I wouldn't get bored. I haven't been bored, not a single day. Not a single day. It's been amazing. It's easier putting this wash on over the nails. Of course, this is where I'll see lots of places I missed and whatever else. Whatever. Haha. Yeah, I'm gonna put it over these tactical things too. Go back and do the other tentacles on this one here. There we are. My heater's doing its job now. It's warming me up. Lovely jubbly. Alright, so look at that. Looking good. Seriously considering calling them done after this. But I could go another step further. I could work on the heads more. I know that. I'm considering doing that. Yeah. And onto the claws. See that? I can't get away with because I missed all of his back claws. There. Other stuff where you miss the odd side of one claw, you can put it down to shadow, darkness, whatever, but can't miss the whole foot. So yeah, so that had to happen. Just waiting for this guy to dry a bit more before I finish his claws off. Seraphim Sepia is a very nice wash, shade wash from Citadel. I do enjoy it. I was considering putting Skeleton Horde on these guys, but I think I made the right call here. Right. You should be ready to go. There you go. I thought about putting like Yoo-hoo glue on some of them to simulate a slime. I'm not sure though. Six to go. Because I don't know, the glue might get damaged, so I'm keeping them in a drawer. I don't want them to be damaged, that's the thing. Sounds like the garden is still hosting my wife and daughter. That's good. After I've done this, I'm going to have dinner. Then I'm going to tidy up the studio. That's what I'm going to do. Well, I might video call my sister first, make sure she's okay, and then yeah. So, technology has its good points, doesn't it? Keeping everybody connected. I know my dad would have marvelled at the technology we have today. Oh yeah. His teeth need doing. Right. Teeth. That's one thing I don't want to neglect. There. There we go. And I've got the last two to do here now. It sounds like my wife is talking to the neighbour. That's what it sounds like. He's got a couple of things need doing actually. Looking good, my friend. Right, what was it he needs doing? No, he's alright actually. He is okay. It's good. Right, so Seraphim Sepia, put that away. And I was just looking at these character cards here. I'm thinking about how I'll be doing the various characters. Let me just put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing here. He's got like some stripes on his, so I would have to freehand that if I was going to do it. Yeah. Those stripes. I think I won't bother with those. That's fine. Got a lot of tools on him. That's cool. Yeah, looking great. Very interesting looking character, that one. Not very strong though. He's only got 2 wounds. You get a lot more wounds in this version of Zombicide. I don't know what it's like for Black Plague, but in this version of Zombicide, everybody's got different amounts of wounds. Whereas in classic Zombicide, everybody said 2. That was it. You know, get a wound, die. And that was it. You know. Yeah, so what I've got to work out is whether I want to go any further with these guys. I think I might just do a bit of a dry brushing, a very, very light, more of a dusting, really. B of Longbeard Grey. Longbeard Grey or Althorn Grey. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Althorn Grey. It has to me it has a kind of a blue subtle blue texture to it, which will probably work for me. Let's see if I can use this brush as a dry brush. It's not a hard dry brush, but let's see how we get on with that. It's just their heads, really, that I'm interested in. Yeah, I think you're right, actually. Yeah, I think it's alright, actually. So I think that by the time I do these, our session will be over. Definitely our neighbour. You know, the over the fence conversations, because you can easily maintain your distance over a garden fence, or in our case a garden wall. Yeah, it's actually going rather well, rather swimmingly actually. I'm liking that. I'm digging that. I'm digging that. I am digging it. Digging it. Sorry, I'm trying to just listen to see if she's still talking. Yeah, she's still talking. Wow, I'm impressed. We did quite a few models with that one load of brush. Talking about cutting back, well, they're cutting back the bin collections. I need to try and correct that mistake that I've just made here. No, not the bin collections. I messed up. I messed up. actually come out alright. I've still got 6 models to go. It's an old brush anyway. I can hear dogs barking. Yeah, so, like I say, I hope you're all well. That's my thoughts. I hope you're all okay. I hear someone's sort of weeping now. Right, we're on to the purple ones. On to the purple ones. So I think she's finished talking with the neighbour. Sounds like she's sweeping up the path. Last two, come on now, come on now. Come on now, come on now. Yes, I think it's the path being swept. I can hear now. Right, well that brings me nicely to the end of that batch. All that remains for them is to be varnished. Now I can't do that until it's properly dry, but that's cool. Okay with that. Put my grey away, and so wash my brush out. Brings me nicely to the end. So let's zoom out. Around. So thank you for joining me on this episode of On the Bench with Pete. It's been a blast. Finished my Hunter Xenos, so very pleased with that. So now I've got the workers done, I've got the hunters done. It's just the tanks to do and the abomination, just a couple of finishing touches. Then I'm on to the characters. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know if you're okay. And I will see you guys on the next video. Stay safe, be well, be kind. Be safe, stay well, stay kind. Yeah, stay safe, be well, be kind. It'll take me a long time to get that in my head. And remember, all brushes lead to war. See you next one, guys. Bye for now.